Hello brethren, how you guys doing? It's your boy David B, or you can call me Good Life, guys. I believe it's been a very long time since I posted. It's because I've been battling with a lot of stuffs. But I've been battling with my school stuff, my educational stuff. So I'm sorry, guys. I've not been keeping you guys posted on the new updates on trades. But guys, during the process, I took two trades. I took two trades. I took a trade on German 30, and I also took a trade on US30 too. Which at the end of the day, those trades didn't turn out to go my way. They went sideways. But guys, I am back again with another banger right now. I am back again with another. So in front of me is US30, guys, and I've been breaking down what I am seeing on US30, and you guys can hop on the same trade if you want to when the trade is ready. So now I scaled down to the weekly time frame. I discovered that on the weekly time frame, we can clearly see that US30 has been trending for the longest. You can clearly see that US30 has been trending upwards for the longest. And now I can clearly see a rejection at this level, and US30 is failing to break above this level. Yep, US30 is failing to break above this level. So now I went to the monthly time frame to look at how the last candle formed, and then I can see this gravestone doji. I can see this rejection here, price dropped, and I can see this weak rejection here on the monthly time frame. And definitely, what do I think? I think that price is going to drop. My own thoughts though, price is going to drop. So now I scaled down to the daily time frame, looking at the overall trend that was currently happening. I saw this overall bullish trend, and while I was looking at it and following it, I saw that price created what they call a higher high, higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, higher low, and price could not break above these previous highs significantly, rather creating something like a double top, and then price came back and broke below this neckline around here. Price broke below the neckline, and price is going for a retest to drop to the downside. So you can clearly see that price created a double top, break of that neckline, and now price is going for a retest to push downwards. Yep, so there you have it. Price is breaking, is going for a retest to push downwards. So now what is the next plan? Now I have two thoughts in mind for US30. I have for a sell situation, and I also have for a buy situation in case price decide to go otherwise. Yep, I also have for a buy situation. Now we can clear. I will go down to this for the 4 hours time frame, and note guys, it's always a swing trade. So now we can clearly see that this is the current retest of price at the neckline, the current retest of price at this neckline. So what are we waiting for? We are waiting for a break of this counter trend line. Yep, we're waiting for a break of this counter trend line, and we'll also wait for a break of structure too. That's this level. Wait for a break of counter trend line. I'll also wait for break of this structure too on US30. So now we go to the daily time frame and we look at it clearly. We try to adjust to the recent level. Okay, yeah, there you have it. This is the level. So now at this level, we'll be waiting for us to be able to enter this trade, because we have already seen that on the monthly time frame, price told us that US30 is rejecting to this major resistance zone, and then we scaled out to the daily time frame to see that there has been a break of counter trend line and also a break of structure around here. Price coming down to create a lower low, a lower high to go back for a lower low. So now how do we enter this trade? We scale down to the 4 hours time frame. Guys, you heard it here first on Good Life channel about US30. US30 sell. US30 sell. Now, how do we enter this trade? We wait for a break of counter trend line. That's this trend line. Wait for a break of this trend line and also break of this structure. So we should see a candle close we see a candle close beneath this structure. Pardon me, guys. We should see a candle close beneath this structure here. And then there you have it. That is the trade on US30. So I am on a sell on US30, guys. I am definitely on a sell on US30. Now let's go. What if price decides to buy? That's another thought we should take into consideration. What if price decides to buy? What do we do? Now we can clearly see that attaching our trend line, this is the 4 hours time frame. We can clearly see that the trend line is already broken. Yep, yes, the trend line is already broken, but there is no break of structure. Now, I always keep telling you guys that for us to be able to take a trade, two things must be involved: a break of counter trend line and a break of structure. Yep, a break of counter trend line and a break of structure. So now we scale out to the daily time frame. For us to be able to enter a buy, we must see price break significantly. Yes, we must see a candle close above this level. Let me kindly delete this. Yeah, we must see a candle close above this level for us to be able to take a buy trade. But for us to sell also, we must see a candle close beneath this level for us to sell. So guys, I am 50-50 on I am 70% on a sell on US30, and I give 30% to a buy on US30. So that is it for US30. Remember, you heard the year first on this channel. US30 sell. So now the next pair I have for you guys is I'll be going down to German30, guys. Remember, German30 has become my favorite. I'll be going down to German30. Yes, I saw a trade on German30. Yep. I saw a trade on German30. So now this is the weekly time frame on German30. And what did I see? I'm also on a sell on German30. So now what did I see on German30? I saw that at this level there was a lot of battle between the buyers and the sellers. You can see weak rejection, weak rejection, weak rejection, weak rejection, weak rejection, weak rejection, and a weak rejection. So now when I saw this, I scaled down to the daily time frame. I marked that level. Remember, guys, why I don't really take the wicks of the candle is because they can be a fake out. So I use the bodies of the candle for my support and my resistance level. So now I scale down to the daily time frame to look at it clearly, what is currently happening on German30, and I can see that price rejected here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. That to show you that that level is highly significant. And then we had price move back up to this level. Remember, guys, I called this trade signal, I called this sell, I called this massive sell on my channel. If you have been following me, I called this massive sell on my channel. But that's by the way. Now back to this other sell. Now you can see that price moved. So now the entry here, I'm already on an entry here. So yep, the entry here, break of this. So the entry was here. Yep, stop loss is around there. So now going for a sell to here. Yep. So now the entry on this candle, was here. Let me shift this. The entry of this trade was here. Why? Because now remember, I told you guys I use two things for my entry, and guys, the trade is also still early. You can join me and then keep your stop loss above this level. So now, why did I enter this trade? I saw price broke the counter trend line with this candle, but a break of counter trend line is not as entering a trade with only a break of counter trend line is not as significant as entering a trade with a break of counter trend line and a break of structure. So I waited for a break of structure and I saw that yes, there you have it. This candle broke the structure. So now that was the entry for me. So yes, I entered on the break of the structure and the break of counter trend line. Yes, break of structure and break of counter trend line. So now those are two trades that I wanted to show you guys that you guys can hold for the week. The first one is US30 sell, which is not yet ready, but will be ready by the end of today. Let's see how the candle plays out. We'll be ready by the end of today. And the second trade is already in motion. This country is already in motion as we are on a sell on GER30. So guys, it's your boy Signature. It's your boy Good Life, or you can call me David B. Yep, it's your boy Good Life, or you can call me David B. I'm sorry guys, I stayed for a very long time without posting analysis and also dropping little talks on my channel. That's because of the way I've been choked up with my academics, but don't worry, just give me a little time and I'll be free.